It finally happened. After nearly 16 years on ice, you can finally play as an ODST again thanks to the official ODST Warbond in Helldivers 2. Just being able to say that and the fact that that's real makes me so happy. So on this very special episode of Warbond Review, we are taking a look at the Obedient Democracy Support Troopers, and we are just gonna dive right in on page 1 with the MA5C Assault Rifle. The classic assault rifle from Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST is back, and it's better than ever. One thing this Warbond has done incredibly well is taking the weapons from Halo and making them feel like real weapons. If you check the description for the MA5C, it's actually revealed that ODSTs in the Helldivers universe come from a cartoon called the Obedient Democracy Support Troopers, and it's even produced by Martian Armory, a clear reference to the Mars-based Mizraya Armory from Halo. The MA5C deals 80 damage per round and penetrates medium armor, and it has the same 32 round capacity that it did in the Halo games. It's a good side grade to the current medium pen assault rifles. It has great ergonomics, and it even comes with the ammo counter from Halo, making it the only weapon in the game that displays its current ammo count. It doesn't have the magazine capacity of the Liberator Penetrator, and it doesn't have the raw damage of the Adjudicator, but it lands right in the middle as a very easy to use assault rifle. The only major downside is the lack of customization. There are no options for attachments or even weapon patterns. So, unfortunately, what you see here is what you get, and this is the case for all of the Halo weapons. Page 1 also comes with the beautiful A9 Helljumper armor set. Visually, they nailed it. This armor is almost perfect, and they properly adjusted the armor to fit Helldivers 2. It doesn't look out of place at all. In fact, I think they look right at home next to the Helldivers. Even the name is perfect. A9 is clearly a reference to Alpha 9, which is the ODST squad you play as in Halo 3 ODST. The only thing I wish was different would be the gloves. In Halo 3 ODST, the rookie wears fingerless gloves, but that's only a minor complaint. The rest of it is perfect. The armor passive in this Warbond is called Feet First. You make 50% less noise while moving, you can detect POIs from 30% further away, and you can no longer break your legs while wearing this armor. The 50% less noise while moving is a lot more powerful than you might think. There were times during my stream yesterday where it almost felt bugged. I was just walking around, minding my own business during some points. So it's incredible for stealth builds, and I've tested it out further. Yeah, if you're not sprinting, you can just walk around and do whatever you want. The extra POI detection is a nice touch. It fits in well with the ODSTs thematically, but for experienced players, this part of the passive won't be a big deal at all. And immunity to leg injuries is actually really useful. No longer will you be crippled during a battle, forced to walk on broken legs until you shoot up again. Overall, this is a solid medium armor set with a cool and unique passive, and I'm not taking it off ever again because it's too beautiful, and the helmet stays on during sex. Page 1 also has the Honored Heirloom card and the Honored Heirloom cape. Honored Heirloom is just a great touch. Wearing the Helljumper logo on your cape and representing them in your player card is just great, and I'm glad they treated the logo and the name with the respect that so many Halo fans give it as well. We also have the Mean Green vehicle patterns. These patterns are spread across the various pages in this Warbond, but I'm just gonna show them all off here. Anything I have to say about one will apply to the others as well. But it is a very solid addition to the vehicle customization, and I'm definitely gonna use the ones for the shuttle and the FRV. The only thing I wish was different would be the drop pod. I wish we got a full model swap that made them look like similar to the ODST drop pods, but that's really not a big deal. You don't even see the pods once they hit the ground, you know, they're stuck right in the ground, so it doesn't really matter that much. Now, we're gonna move on to page 2. And on page 2, we have the M7S SMG. This is the first suppressed weapon we have ever gotten, and it's not bad for a one-handed primary weapon. It deals 70 damage per round, which is equivalent to the Knight and the STA-11. However, the M7S does have a lower fire rate than both of those SMGs, meaning that it does worse damage overall than those two weapons. It does have a magazine capacity of 48, putting it on the high end of SMG magazine capacity. But the main thing that will attract people to this gun, apart from it being an ODST weapon of course, is definitely the suppressor. So how is the suppressor? Is it any good? Well, it's actually incredibly good at keeping your position concealed during combat. Here you can see in the footage that some enemies don't even realize they're being shot at. So yes, this is the ultimate primary weapon for stealth divers, and it's really fun to shoot too. They definitely took inspiration from Halo 3 ODST for the sound design, and that reload animation is beautiful. I definitely recommend this SMG to anyone who has been wanting a stealth playstyle. If you're looking for pure damage and pure stats, the Knight is just kind of better in that regard though. Page 2 also comes with the A35 Recon armor set. We already got the iconic ODST armor, so of course they had to add Veronica Dare's armor as well. For those who don't know, Recon is a legendary armor set from Halo 3. You had to receive this armor directly as a gift from Bungie. That's how prestigious it was. Once Halo 3 ODST was released, 7 achievements known as the Vidmaster Challenges were added to both Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST. Completing all 7 of these achievements would allow you to log in to Bungie.net and unlock Recon for yourself in Halo 3. In 2012, Bungie gave Recon armor to everybody as a final goodbye to the Halo franchise. Now you can see why it's such a fabled and legendary set of armor. It's iconic to the Halo franchise. There were so many "can I have Recon" memes going around, so much trolling and stuff, and now Recon has made it all the way to Helldivers 2, and I gotta say that they did it justice. If you compare it with Dare's Recon armor from Halo 3 ODST, they nailed it. The only problem I have with the Recon armor is that it's functionally identical to the Helljumper armor. They have the same passive and they're both medium armor sets. I thought that there would be some kind of armor difference between the two, like one would be a few points higher or a few points lower, but it's not a big deal. Basic medium armor is still great, and I'm sure that some people will be glad that both sets are the same for gameplay. And of course, page 2 has the Eye of the Clandestine card and cape. They went so hard on this Warbond that they even added purely Oni-themed cosmetics. This cape is awesome, and of course there's a card too, so if you're a big fan of Oni lore from Halo, this is an awesome design that you're gonna love. Or if you just want to go for the full Dare loadout, because she was Oni of course, this is perfect for that too. Now we're going to page 3, and we're starting page 3 with the M90A shotgun. This shotgun really surprised me with how much I like it. This version of the classic Halo shotgun is the one from Halo 3, of course, and that was always my least favorite shotgun from the Bungie games. It would only hold 6 shells, and it was practically a melee weapon with how limited the range on it was. But this Warbond took that shotgun and made it function like a shotgun should. It deals 605 damage per shell with light armor pen, which is an insane amount of damage to deal in a single shot. It can really do some work against enemies like Overseers. Another thing that really surprised me was the spread and the range. The spread feels really tight when compared with other unmodified shotguns, and it feels like it can do some great damage over a couple dozen meters. Plus, it loads rounds very quickly, so the small capacity isn't the end of the world. And in general, I think it's a really solid choice as far as shotguns go, so I would definitely recommend this weapon. Our final weapon in this Warbond is the M6C SOCOM pistol. This is another really iconic ODST weapon. It's the default sidearm that most of the ODSTs use in Halo 3 ODST, and it feels super familiar to use if you've played the game before. The easiest weapon to compare the Magnum to would be the Peacekeeper. The Magnum does 100 damage per round with a magazine capacity of 12, while the Peacemaker does 85 damage per round with a capacity of 15. The Peacemaker comes with slightly more damage per magazine, but the Magnum can deliver almost as much damage while using fewer rounds, and it can do it faster. Plus, it has a suppressor. But one odd thing about the suppressor on this weapon is that it feels a lot less consistent than the SMG's suppressor. It still worked sometimes, but there were also times where it felt like the SMG was a lot stealthier than the Magnum. This may be because of the rounds they fire. In Halo lore, the SMG fires really small 5mm rounds, while the Magnum fires 50 cal, like high explosive or something crazy like that. So naturally, it would be much, much louder. This could also be a giant placebo effect. I could be talking out my ass right now. This is just what I've observed by trying to stealth around with both weapons for the past day. But still, this is a really solid pistol, and it definitely appeals to me as a Halo fan, so I'll be using it pretty often. And of course, it is the only suppressed secondary weapon, so it has that going for it as well. And the final item for today is the Rookie title. They could not have picked a better title in my opinion. It fits in really well with some of the other titles like Cadet and Super Private. Plus, it's a great homage to an underrated Halo character. And you get the Helljumper emblem as your little icon in the bottom left corner, so yeah, that is never coming off. In conclusion, I think this is a pretty good Warbond. It might be a tough sell for non-Halo fans because of the price and the lack of earnable super credits, but the contents are pretty great, even for people that aren't fans of Halo. You get 4 new weapons, all with unique characteristics and awesome designs, and you get 2 new armor sets with a new armor passive. Plus, you get everything you need to expand your stealth loadouts, and that's going to be a big selling point for some people. I think if this was a premium Warbond, it was 1,000 super credits and you got 300 back, this would be a no-brainer. I think that paying more and receiving less for it though, you're going to need to think about it first. So in general, I think there are more important Warbonds to get first, but for Halo fans, this is a must-buy. And for Halo fans that haven't played Helldivers 2, you're missing out on the closest thing to a new Halo game, and I don't even know why you're still watching this video. If you have a current-gen console or a PC that can run Helldivers 2, go out and get the game right now. You will not regret joining the Helldivers and finally dropping in feet first into Hell for the first time in 16 long years. But what do you think about the ODST Warbond? Is it good? Is it worth 1,500 credits? Or are you willing to pay anything to play as an ODST again? Let me know in the comments. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed watching, and subscribe for more videos on Helldivers 2, and of course, more Warbond reviews. And that is all I have for today, so this is the SES Prophet of Dawn, signing off.